Hello everyone, welcome to the 9th Summer 2024 update from GavsWeatherVids. So here we go, again, time to bring you another summer update, and we're now coming to the business end, the final updates of this season of summer 2024 updates. So we've been doing these summer updates since the beginning of March. We're now into May. We're releasing our summer 2024 forecast, I think 3 weeks today, on the 26th of May. So, yes, we're up the business end now, but we still have plenty more data to show you. This is going to be an April data special. I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just save that first. The video today was our 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. We've got the study roundup coming up for May a little bit later on. No live stream tonight. I'm out for dinner later on today with friends, so there's no study live stream. The study live stream will be back next Sunday though. Thank you so much to Richard for our amazing summer updates gift. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Rich. And of course to Shrine as well for the picture. So Richard has turned a Shrine Broom picture into a gift. Thank you so much to hashtag Team Gav, Richard and Shrine for doing that. And thank you so much to Shrine for sorting out the years for us as well. Right, so data special, starting off with CT. So central temperature for April came in at 9.6. There it is. That's 1.7 degrees above 61 to 90 average. I think it's been a little bit of a challenge to work out a range of years for this update. So what Shrine's done is just sorted out years that have summers following Aprils with 9 Celsius CT. So all of these Aprils have a CT either from 9.0 to 9.9. Let's go through them then. Starting off with 1952. So 1952 did fall within that April CT range of 9.0 to 9.9. And this is the summer of 1952, a cool and unsettled summer with plenty of low pressure in the North Atlantic, high pressure out in the Atlantic. We bring the wind in, but rather cool and showery. I'm sorry, but rather cool and showery northwesterly direction. We also got some of 1955 showing up next. So this is a hot summer, especially July and August, with high pressure in the ascendancy, a dry and very warm, quite hot summer, following a cold winter as well in 1955. Quite an unusual combination. We've got some of 1959 showing up next. This is a long, hot summer with high pressure ridging through the north and the west of Europe. This summer gets going in the spring. As early as March and April, we're seeing the summer pattern revealing itself, and it's still well and truly going on into September and October 1959, where it did have an April CT in the 9s. We have a long gap then. Wow, 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 to 1993. What happened to the Aprils in the 60s, 70s, the 80s? So the next time we have an April CT in the 9s is 1993. The summer of 1993 is one of those rather unusual summers, being cool but relatively dry. It has high pressure out to west of the Atlantic, low pressure centred over northern Europe, and winds coming in from a northerly direction. It does have quite a warmish June. Well, May and June are both relatively warmish months, but particularly June. It all falls apart. The summer all falls apart. I think it was the 8th of July, 1993, where a cold front sweeps through, brings a band of torrential rain, thunderstorms, and then the summer just never recovered after that. The rest of the summer was just generally cool, cloudy, often, you know, relatively dry-ish, but not particularly settled, and just really quite a poor summer once that cold front came through. Very strange summer, given how that cold front flipped everything around. It did also lead to a cold autumn as well, interestingly. The next summer is 1995. This is much better if you want a hot summer. Has high pressure over the UK, really. So it's one of those long hot summers. This gets going around the 3rd week of June, and it carries on to the end of August, just day after day, week after week of blue skies, hot sunshine. It's my generation 76. It's Gav 76, that one. Long, hot, dry summer, drought summer as well. Then we've got 1997, following April CT in the nines. This one, more sort of a Scandinavian high type summer. Hold on again, everybody. No, sorry, once more, with low pressure to the south. I'm recording this at 1:22 a.m. on the 4th of May. That is how busy I am with these updates at the moment. I'm having to record in the small hours. Blimey. Anyway, back to business. I'll be on an island long by bank holiday Monday, I think. Anyway, back to Monday. Back to business, I should say. No, this one is a hot summer eventually, so it has a very wet and relatively coolish June, but very wet in June 97. It starts picking up in July and then has a hot August, very hot August actually, and also a lot of thunderstorms in that August, so it's hot and wet, very tropical, melting pot sort of August in 1997. We've got 1999 showing up next. This with higher pressure out to the northwest, lower pressure to the south, winds coming in from the east. Has a rather wet June, very warm July, 17 Celsius CT July, and then a very hot spell end of July into early August, followed by quite a mixed August after that. It is a very warm summer though. We've got 2002. This was quite a mixed summer as well. Low pressure in the Atlantic, high pressure is over Scandinavia. No, that does have one very hot spell again, happening late July, I think it was. In 2002. Otherwise, you know, it's on off, it's quite warm, but also with some unsettled periods too. Another hot summer is 2003. This one, long hot summer with high pressure to the east, low pressure out to west, winds coming up from the south, so lots of heat waves coming and going through the summer, but culminating in an extraordinary heat wave that occurs through the first couple of weeks of August 2003, and particularly around the 9th, 10th of August, where we get temperature up to 38 degrees. It is an 18 Celsius CT August, and was the last 18 Celsius CT August until 2022. Interestingly. Right, okay, so let me just see. Something gone wrong there. Hold on, I'm going to pause the video. Hold on, everybody, hold on. Okay, we're back on track. I've got my running order mixed up. Okay, so, forget that happened. The next one is 2004. Quite good this one, isn't it? Quite good this video. The next one, over my mess ups. The next one is 2004. This is a wet but very warm summer. Low pressure from the Atlantic into the north and west of Europe has an extraordinarily wet August, but also a very warm August as well in 2004. Lots of remnants of tropical storms and whatnot coming in during August 2004, so quite a strange month. I have a bit of a gap then to 2015, so this would be summer that contains the first heat spike. So many recent summers have had heat spikes, and this is the first one that does that at the end of June and the first day of July. Gets the temperature about 37 degrees, extraordinarily. And then it's gone, and the rest of the summer, the summer before it and the summer after that heat spike, was just generally cool and unsettled. But it was a bit of a portent of things to come in subsequent summers. We've got 2017, which is a classic front-loaded summer with high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north. This has a very warm, dry June, gradually starts deteriorating in July, and has quite a cool and wet August. And then we've got the summer of 2018, which is a long, hot summer, particularly so in June and July, with high pressure in from the Atlantic into northern and western Europe. So that's a very hot summer, and really hot in July 2018 as well, by the way. And then 2019 is a summer of contrast. Really, it does have a tremendous heat spike in July of 2019, but gets the temperature again into the upper 30s. So it's about 39 degrees, I think, was recorded in July 2019. But then just about 3 days later, it was pouring with rain and temperature was really cool. So it's matched for the summer, very, very flip-flopping all over the place. But it is a very warm summer and does contain some tremendous hot weather. And talking of hot weather, we've then got the summer of 2022 finally. So this one, again, high pressure is in control throughout the summer. The first heat wave of the summer is on the 17th of June, and then we have tremendous hot weather through July of 2022 when we get 40 degrees for the first time on record. And we also have an 18 Celsius CT August as well for the first time in 2003. So a very, very, very hot summer in 2022. Right, so let's put all of that together then, shall we? And we're going to have a look at all Junes combined following 9 Celsius CT Aprils. This is how they're looking, with high pressure reaching up from the south, low pressure's away to the north. Could be a little bit mixed, but a lot of the time I'd imagine quite warm, especially for the south, relatively dry with those Junes. Now, check out July. This looks, really good if you want a warm or a hot and dry July. High pressure centred in the North Atlantic into Western Europe as well. So I see no reason why that shouldn't be, favouring a hot July. And August, about as good as well. It's how all August combined are looking, following 9 Celsius CT Aprils. Bit of a classic set, this, for anybody who wants a dry, hot summer. High pressure maintained right over... what's more, everybody, high pressure maintained right over top of the UK and also western parts of Europe. All summers combined looks like that, following 9 Celsius CT Aprils with high pressure centering over the top of the UK and Ireland. A hot and dry, or a very warm and dry signal anyway, for those summers. I think that's probably the most classic set that we've had in this season of summer updates to anybody who wants a long, hot summer. We can go straight on to England and Wales precipitation for the second set of analogues. So the England and Wales precipitation for April came out at 94.7 millimetres. That was 150% of the long-term average. That does actually place the April 2024 within the top 10 wettest. So we're going to be counting down summers following the top 10 wettest Aprils. You know we love a countdown at GavsWeatherVids. So in 3, 2, 1. Okay, pop pickers at number 10. We've got 2018. It's back again. Long, hot summer. Though it does go down the tubes a little bit in August of 2018, but has a very warm June and a really hot July. It is a classic hot summer in 2018. Very dry as well. Oh, here we go at number 9. We've got 2024. So yes, April 2024 is actually the 9th wettest for England and Wales precipitation since 1950 anyway. And questions. There's Gab pondering. That's going to be me at about 2 a.m. on the 26th of May, trying to work out what the hell am I going to forecast for this summer. Anyway, at number 9, it's 2024. At number 8, we've got 1993. That one's back again as well, with high pressure out to the west and low pressure to the east, winds coming in from a northwesterly direction. Cool, dry summer. It's in the first set. It's back in the second set. At number 7, we've got 1961. We haven't seen this one yet. So this one looks unsettled. Low pressure in the Atlantic, high pressure out to southwest, bringing winds off the Atlantic like that. Looks like a pretty poor 1960s summer, many of them were. At number 6, we've got 2001. So this is quite an hot interludes as well, you know, brief hot periods followed by thunder breakdowns, whatnot. A little bit of everything in the summer of 2001. Overall, quite mixed. We've got 1983 at number 5. This has a very hot July. Starts off pretty poor, you know, quite a mixed summer, but has a very hot July and a really warm August as well. Overall, it is a hot summer in 1983 for culmination climax is in July though of that year. First time we recorded 19 Celsius CT July within the CT index. Okay, at number 4 we've got 1966, and by the way, 1966 will be making up our historic video coming up tomorrow on Bank Holiday Monday. So we're going to be looking at the second half, or the autumn to winter of 1965 into 1966. We will be looking at winter of 1966. Not sure we're going to get to April and summer 66 in this one. That might be for the third installment. But anyway, we will be looking at 1966 for the winter 65-66 anyway in part 2 of our Back to the 60s historic video, and that will be coming up tomorrow at Bank Holiday Monday at 10 a.m. when I will be on the island and having a rest. Anyway, the summer of 1966, even if we don't cover it tomorrow, I don't think we will, it's an unsettled summer, lots of low pressure across Europe really, so it is a very wet summer and an unsettled summer that we get in 1966. At number 3 we've got 1998, so this one with high pressure in the Atlantic, low pressure going back to the east of the country, rather cool and mixed summer. This one has quite a wet June. The rest of the summer, July and August, actually relatively dry-ish, but often quite cool, cloudy, sort of northwesterly winds. At number 2, the second wettest April that England weather precipitation was 2000, and the summer of 2000 is another one of those early sort of 2000s mixed summers with low pressure across the northwest Europe, high pressure in the Atlantic, so often quite cloudy, often quite damp, you know, often quite wet, but with some very warm weather mixed in as well. It was warmer than average summer overall, but with quite a lot of unsettled conditions. And then finally, at number 1, our wettest summer for England weather precipitation since 1950 anyway, was 2012. And that was followed by a washout summer, actually. I'm sure you remember it. Really, really bad summer with low pressure in the Atlantic and across Northern Europe, combined with blocking around Greenland as well. So, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. A very wet and cool summer there for 2012. It's virtually up there 2007. Maybe not quite as bad as 2007. Maybe not quite as wet 2007. But it's a stinker, let's put it that way, and probably our last true sort of actual washout summer, you know, in 2012. It might well have been. Right, let's put all of that together then. This is how all June combined are looking, following the top 10 wettest Aprils, and a little bit of a westerly signal for the Junes, low pressure to the north, winds in off the Atlantic, so rather showery mixed picture for June. All Julys combined are looking like that, with high pressure in the Atlantic, low pressure to the east. Certainly a cool signal for those Julys, with winds coming in from the northwest, and often quite unsettled as well. I would have thought maybe a little bit better for the August. All August combined, following the top 10 wettest April, showing some higher pressure building in from the Atlantic. Nowhere near like what we saw with the first set of analogues for the all Julys and all August combined charts, though. If that ridge does build out to west, then it's a relatively coolish sort of signal with winds from a northwesterly direction. And all summers combined, one of the top 10 wettest Aprils look like that, with high pressure just out to the west, low pressure to the east, and winds coming in from a northwest direction. Remember, there are exceptions to this. We've got 2018 in mix. That was a hot summer, and also 1983 as well. So there's always going to be variations to the thing. But overall, it looks as though when you get a wet April, it's a cooler and more unsettled signal. But if you get a very warm April, then it's a hotter, drier signal for the summer. And obviously, like a very wet but also very warm April, such as we have had, is a relatively unusual combination. There's not a huge amount of overlap that's going on with that set. Anyway, there we go. We're done. So that brought us to the end of the 9th Summer 2024 update. If you've enjoyed the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. So just got 2 more summer updates to go, and then we'll be, and also a final season roundup as well, of course. So it's like 3 more updates to go, I suppose. And then we will be releasing the GavsWeatherVids Summer 2024 forecast on the 26th of May. And I'm still struggling a little bit. I'm still scratching my head, actually. I mean, this set of analogues, 2 sets of analogues, rather indicative of what we've seen through this season. Because they're very, very contrasting sets. First set really towards a hot summer. Second set really towards a much cooler, much more unsettled summer. And that's been the kind of, kind of indicative of what we're seeing, I think, through this season of summer update. So trying to make sense of it all, when I have to bring it all together, the forecast on the 26th, is going to be a bit difficult. But we have got 2 more updates to go and a seasonal round, so maybe, maybe the runes will clear a little bit by the time we get to month's end of releasing that forecast for you. We'll have to come up with something. But we shall see. Anyway, if you enjoyed the update, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much to Shryan and to Richard as well. Shryan, Blair, Richard Shaw. Incredible. Hashtag Team Gav, as always, doing an amazing job. We've got GavsWeatherVids Sunday Roundup coming up for you a little bit later on. And then remember, no live stream this week. I'm off out for a dinner with friends, but we will have a live stream for you returning next Sunday. Right, we'll end it there then for the 9th Summer 2024 update. That's all now. And thanks so much.